Atlas in the hot seat tonight.
And Atlas.
Goes by the name of Atlas the Bookkeeper. How you feeling, my friend?
I've received a 10-pound super chat from Razzle. I've been watching on and off since the days of What You Say About My Malele and Bring Me the Naughty Nightwear. It's awesome seeing you collab and do new stuff like this, so keep it up. Thank you, Razzle. I appreciate that. And let me put it this way. It's gone well. Viewership has been good on all of these, right? Engagement, support is good. You know, the one thing that's getting hard to maintain is this king streak. To be completely transparent with all of you, it's helped a ton. Listen, I'm not kidding you guys. Later this month, I am planning on, number one, probably getting a new dishwasher. Number two, getting a fan and new light in my dining room because my lamp fell out of the ceiling a week ago. We need a new one. Number three, likely next on the docket, is probably new washer and dryer. Okay? And that's all because you guys have supported me so much in this last month and a half. But it's really getting hard to maintain the king streak. All right? I don't like talking about it a lot, if you haven't noticed. I'm just not that kind of guy who wants to sit here and say, hey, king streak, tip me, king streak, tip me, king streak, tip me. It actually bothers me to do that. I'm not like the Kino Casino guys, where they can be like, let's get some subs, and just constantly be bringing it up, and then people rain down, you know, contributions on them. I'm not like that. I'm not wired that way. And so because of that, it's going to be harder for me to maintain this level of success. I feel like if I had that level of, I don't even know what you call it, charisma, salesmanship, whatever it is that PPP has, triple P, I call them triple P. I think that it would be easier, but I just don't, you know what I see? I just don't have it. So, like, for example, when this podcast started, a bunch of contributions came in. We got gifted memberships. We got super chats coming. It's all good. Right now, I would really want to hit this right now. Like, no exaggeration, because we're ending the decompression. We're going to end in a few minutes here. And for the rest of the stream, what I want to do is do some Marvel vs. Capcom collection. I don't think we're going to get significant contributions during the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, just being honest. So now would be the time, if you guys have been waiting and you want to see the King Streak continue, you want to see all those detractor channels who just clipped that interview, you want to see them fucking cry about this tonight, that this is continuing again, now would be the time to contribute. You know, last night it was a crazy miracle Hail Mary $100 tip that came in after my stream ended. I was like, oh shit. I mean, that's awesome. But it's going to be very tough to maintain this right now when we don't have constant hype and drama and stuff going on. We really don't, right? Like, I'm getting more into games now. Perhaps when the Kino Casino guys return and I do another collab with them or an appearance with them, it's going to bring back that crossover feeling again. Right now, there's no crossover feeling, right? But, you know, it is what it is. So, please support in any way. But right now, smashing this tip skull would allow us to move on for the rest of this stream and be relaxed and say thank you so much and crush those fuckers right in their balls. Stomp on them like you have big steel toe boots. You're just like smashing them right in the testes. That's exactly what you're doing. But I want you to support the content because you like it. Because you just liked that interview, because you like my personality, because you like the changes I'm making. That's where I want you to support the content. All right? But you all also are smashing their testicles at the same time. So it's kind of a two for one, right? A twofer. Okay. Okay, I received a $1 tip. An extremely dangerous and loaded BBC. Thanks for the $1 tip. That is incredibly disturbing. All right, so here's the deal. I'm about to end the decompression. And what I'd like to do is kind of like change the stream over to Marvel for a couple of hours here before I adjourn for dinner around 4 p.m. Does anyone have any final questions, concerns, contributions, shout outs, anything? Let's do it right now, because then when I turn the stream over, definitely it's, you know what I mean? It would make more sense. So what do you guys think? Anything? Please say your name. You want me to say the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 character select theme? I want to take you for a ride. You want me to say that? Okay, I just did. No, I know that Jude the King is going to go on troll podcasts. I already knew that. 100% I already knew that. He already told me about it. It's fine. He can do whatever he wants, right? He's totally fine to do that. Why wouldn't he be allowed to do that exactly? Right? It's perfectly good. I received a $1 tip. So this Dark Side Child Return says, got it, sorry for a lack of explanation. LaShawn KBM is a YouTuber who faced massive hate and bullying over the years. He does videos on anime games and the like. He did horror games too. He played Persona 3 Reload but quit. He got massive hate and harassment. Now he's faced massive depression. The guy's a victim of bullying. Well, I don't know anything about this guy. Why do you think that would be something for me to involve myself with? Right? Like, first off, I guess I would have to research that and see if to what extent you're saying is true. Like, what is the level of bullying? Why is he being bullied? Right? I don't know. But I'm curious, like, what you think I could add to that conversation. Because, again, I don't have an association with this guy. Right? Excuse me. Do I have this is a good question. Guys, what do you think were the highlights of the June the King interview? What should I break out of that interview as highlights for the channel? There are probably a couple moments there that surprised me. Like, when I was saying to him that I respect him for having spoken with me and a few of my fans and viewers, because other people who had done projects on me didn't. And he was like, oh, I don't get that. I was like, I don't know, you know? The observation he made about Wings of Redemption, I think, is a good one. That I think the reason that Wings gets too much hate is because I don't think he's necessarily trying to be malicious constantly towards people, but people sure treat him badly as if he was like the devil. When I think people they keep getting him to say and do things. He doesn't realize what he's saying and doing, and then after the fact, he's like, oh shit, now I got to backpedal or I got to correct, right? I think that would be a highlight. I think that was a good observation, actually, right? Oh, I don't think. Here's the thing. Goldfish says, June says other lolcows have worse detractors than you. I found that surprising. I don't necessarily think that I have the absolute worst detractors. I think that there's some crazy ones. But I don't think that I have the absolute worst. You know, I think the people, they do it because a lot of them just do it to make money. Like, it's monetizable. That's why they do that content, because they want to get the paycheck, right? There you go. All right, so I definitely think the Little Wings of Redemption thing is good. I honestly think the second half of the interview was much better, right? The second half of the interview, when we were taking questions people had asked and we were elaborating on them, having conversation back and forth about them, rather than it being all about me. To be honest, I just don't think I'm that interesting of a character in the drama sphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the stuff I'm doing now, right? You know, dragging my trolls, engaging with guys like LTG, that's more interesting than any of the dumb shit that people talk about in the documentary and stuff. I don't think it ever was that big of a deal, you know?